New clinic in St. Louis aims to help children diagnosed with developmental disabilities. St. Louis's first autism clinic, UCP Heartland Autism Services, is just south of Forest Park on Clayton Avenue. Shoshana Stahl reveals how the facility is focusing on equity in treatment.
We didn't understand. I just didn't understand a lot of things because he was a kid that used to be verbal, and then all of a sudden he stopped being verbal. But now since he's been here, he's verbal again.
Sandra Dixon's 4-year-old grandson George was diagnosed with autism earlier this year. Since the autism clinic opened last month, she's seen a major difference in him.
He's so happy. I just love that part of him. Yeah, and him get to be himself and not have to be stuck in a classroom and not be himself, not to, to be George.
The first autism clinic in the city of St. Louis is here in Dogtown. It provides services for kids ages 18 months old to 18 years old. But it's also the first clinic in the city to provide these services accepting all insurance, including Medicaid.
We feel it's important that everyone who has the need for services, no matter how they're able to pay, that we provide the opportunity to do that.
Judy Granger with UCP Heartland says there was a critical shortage of autism providers accepting Medicaid. That leaves kids behind in access to services and treatment.
We find that kids with the early interventions are able to stay in school longer, have successful outcomes, join employment programs, and then become working, fully included citizens in their community.
The St. Louis Office for Developmental Disability Resources partnered with UCP Heartland for funding. There's been a need for an autism clinic in the city, and the hope is this will help bridge a gap in access to care.
Minority populations oftentimes access services for autism at a much later stage in development, and so bringing a resource like this to the city is going to ensure that families are able to access resources at a much younger age.
Dixon says the clinic not only helped George, but helped her entire family better understand him.
How to cope with his autism and what to do, and we learned a lot of things since he's been here. I have learned a lot.
Reporting in Dogtown, Shoshana Stahl, News 4.